and welcome to the channel. It's the holidays and I'm excited. It's my favorite season of the year. I absolutely adore the holidays. I even have my ugly sweater on. I don't know if you can see, it's the Grinch. Oh yeah, there we go. I wear this for my husband because he is not a holiday person and we call him the Grinch. And yeah, and he married me. I guess opposites do attract. But excited about today's video. So today's video is Santa's Little Helper, how your vending machine business can boost your Christmas funds. And so we're going to talk about that today. Before we get started, you know the drill. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. The more people that subscribe, the further our message will go. And if you don't know, I'm a teacher and I have the heart of a teacher, and I just want to teach everybody how to start their own vending machine business as a side hustle. It's something I'm passionate about. It's something that has greatly benefited my family, and I know there are so many other people out there that could benefit from it. You don't need anything special to be a vending machine business operator. All you need is the right mindset, a little bit of information, and a little bit of startup funding, and away you go. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get started. So I'm talking about how income from your vending business can totally make your Christmas season financially merry and bright. And one of the ways you can do that, I'm sure you guys could probably think of a bunch of different ways that work personally in your life, but for us, one of the ways is having the cash on hand, from your vending business. Having that little bit of extra cash on hand is great because I don't know about you, but I always seem to forget things. There's that one person or that one coworker that I forgot I needed to get a gift for, and I need that extra cash for that. Or if you cook, you know this, but if you cook, it is insanely expensive to make macaroni and cheese from scratch. Now, we have a family recipe that we use. It's my husband's mother's recipe, and it's a great recipe. But by the time you buy 4 different kinds of cheeses, you've spent $40 trying to make macaroni and cheese. And that's just one dish. So the extra ingredients that it takes to put on, your holiday feast. What else? Oh, Christmas cards, right? You send out Christmas cards, you buy the cards, you have the envelopes, and then you're like, oh, I forgot the stamps. And I do this all the time. I'm like, oh, I got stamps from last year. No, I don't. No, I don't. So I have to go buy stamps. And, stamps are expensive, so just all the little extras that just pop up and you're like, oh. And instead of being stressed out because we have the vending business as a side hustle and because we have the extra cash coming in, the extra income, I don't stress out about these things. I'm like, oh, okay. I might stress out about having to go and buy that extra gift, but I'm not stressing about how I'm going to pay for that extra gift, right? I might stress out on, am I making the mac and cheese the proper way, the way my mother-in-law does, and is my husband going to eat it? Or is he going to say that it's not quite right? I'm not stressing about the $40 that I spent on 4 different kinds of cheeses in order to make this special macaroni and cheese. So that's one of the ways running a side hustle, running a business that brings in extra income can totally make your Christmas merry and bright. What else? For us, and I know this has been a trend, and it's one that I've jumped on. It's instead of trying to use the money and buy a whole bunch of gifts, experience gifts. So we've taken on the trend of buying our children experience gifts instead of a bunch of plastic, So one of the things that I get every year, my kids absolutely love it, is our local theme park has a yearly pass. And it's not that expensive, but it's not something I would buy every year if I didn't have the extra income. But I purchase season passes, and then we get the gift all year long because, I'm a teacher, so I have lots of holidays off. I have the summer off. I get spring break off. These are all great times for us to just drive to the local theme park and ride rides all day. And my kids absolutely adore it. They look forward to getting their season pass in their stocking every year because then they know that's a whole nother year of hitting up the theme park. So being able to buy gifts that have more meaning, even though they cost more, is such a benefit of having extra income coming in. One other thing I like to do is I get a box and I get an envelope for each month, And in each envelope, I put an experience. And it doesn't have to be an expensive one, but I mean, experiences cost money too. And so it might be the month of October is take your friend to the movies, and I put movie tickets in there. And another one might be we're going to go camping, and so I pay for a campsite for us to go in like June, or horseback riding in April. So these are all wonderful things and experiences and memories that I build with my children. But they cost money, and they love every month being able to open up the envelope and be like, "Oh, look, we're going rock climbing this month," or whatever. But as time goes on, things become more and more expensive, and just something as simple as going to like the rock climbing place in the city costs a little bit of coin. So having a side hustle to be able to do those kinds of things just kind of enhances my holidays my holiday spirit. You can see I'm getting excited talking about it because these are all things I like to do. Oh, one other thing that I like to do. This is another family tradition that we do, and then I'll move on. But every year I buy 24 books and I wrap them, and that's our countdown to Christmas. And we start, so I get 12 for my son and 12 for my daughter, and they take turns, and we start on December 1st. And they know this is their countdown to Christmas, and they look forward to it every year. But buying 24 books is not that cheap, especially as the children get older and you have to buy, chapter books, or yeah, just bigger books, basically, more advanced books. They cost more. But it's a tradition that I've been doing with my son since he was little, and have just continued on as he's gotten older, and he still loves doing it. And so one day, one opens up their book, and then they have a book, and then the next day, somebody else opens up. Then my daughter will open up her book, and we just go all the way up to Christmas Eve, and that's our countdown to Christmas. But anyway, so I use some of the vending funds to buy those books, and the wrapping paper, because they get special wrapping paper for that. They each have their own, so they know which present is whose for that particular tradition. But the last thing I want to talk about that is definitely Santa's Little Helper, and is something that I absolutely enjoy. It's a gift to myself and to my husband, and it's the gift of peace of mind. And the way vending gives that to us is you hear a lot about depression in January. And it's a really serious thing, and it comes at the cost of trying to give your family everything at Christmas. So during the holidays, we spare no expense, and we run up our credit cards, and we go into debt, and we try to give our kids and our family the best of everything as much as we can. And then we pay the consequence for that in January. And it's a real thing, and it's called, like the winter blues. All the holiday festivities are over. Everybody's kind of going back to just a regular 9 to 5 job, and we're not going to parties, and we're not celebrating, and we're not seeing everybody. And yeah, we're also broke. And so that contributes to depression, and it actually rises in our country during that time. And my husband and I do not experience that. We do not have the winter blues in January because we had the cash to pay for all of the craziness that we did in December. And so if that's you, I want you to really think about, starting to bring extra income into your life. And one of those ways you could do that is, the way we have, which is with Vending. And so head on over to my website, Sweet Currency University. Over there, I'm going to put a discount code down in the description for you to purchase my course, Vend Hustle, which will teach you all the ins and outs on starting your business. And I want you this holiday season to be able to get that at a lower price. And that's my gift to you. And so take advantage of that, please. And that way, next year, you don't have to worry about the winter blues, or you don't have to worry about, did I forget to buy stamps or budget for stamps for my Christmas cards, or you don't have to worry about, is Aunt Donna going to get cut from the Christmas list, because you just can't afford to get Aunt Donna a gift if you're going to get your kids their gifts. So use Vending to your advantage. Take advantage of my discount code, and I'll see you in the next video. I hope you have an amazing holiday, and be happy. It drives people crazy.